Good morning, fellow gardeners. This is Paul, and today I'm going to talk about cuttings that produce flowers and how and why that happens. So you can see here, this Arizona purple, I did a self-fertility test, and you can see that it definitely set fruit, so that is self-fertile. Now this one does have some roots, but the biggest factor about how to have a cutting produce a beautiful flower, this is Paul Thomson's number 7. But the biggest factor is the age of the cutting and temperature. And you can see here, this one's under stress here. It has not rooted. It's flowering, but it's all getting dried up and squishy. Can you see that? So this plant is still sending all of its energy to this beautiful flower bud here. It's definitely a unique looking one. Well, not that unique. It looks a lot similar to Sugar Dragon. But this is Paul Thomson's number 7. So I collected the pollen, and I also did a self-fertility test on this, but I expect this to abort due to the nature and state of this cutting. Now something like this thicker Ocamponus, this is one of, I have both of Paul Thomson's Ocamponus, but this is the spinier one. And you can see in a case like this one, it's definitely gonna produce a flower. They're usually red flesh, by the way, that will produce a flower in a cutting. And this one has produced a lot of roots as well. So I'm going to collect the pollen on this one, but I know it's self-sterile. And here is another one of Paul Thomson's right here. You can see it's got a flower bud there as well. See it? So these are different Ocamponus varieties. Here's a Sugar Dragon, which definitely likes to produce flowers on cuttings. Here is 6S, which has produced on several of its branches. Really beautiful flower bud. And again, all of these are just really mature cuttings in different states of either being rooted or not rooted. And here's another one, and this one is 7S, Paul Thomson 7S. It's a little bit greener than Sugar Dragon. Now, I did have one abort. There was one on this beautiful Jala plant. Really interesting variety. And it did abort its flower bud right here. Let's see. So again, these were sitting in my greenhouse, most of them. And this one was outside, actually. And they produced flower buds all on their own. And some have not even rooted yet, which I find interesting. This plant just really wants to reproduce, I guess. So, see, this one has a beautiful flower and not a single root. So age of your cutting is the key factor, in my opinion, and temperature, not nutrients or sunlight. All right, there you go. Give us a like and a subscribe. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for your time, and happy growing. All right, take care.